Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. The other day I was going through some of our old gameplay footage and I realized that there were actually a couple of games that I had never made into videos. However, these games are still very exceptional and I had a great time playing them. So I thought this would be a great chance to go back and turn them into full dedicated videos for you guys to watch in case you never, made it to the stream. So today this is going to be my gameplay of Firework. This is an Oriental horror puzzle game and it is in the point and click style. However, it is still a very, very amazing game and I, really did enjoy playing this. So if you do enjoy the content, please do consider liking the video, subscribing, and of course, if you want to watch it live, it's twitch.tv/Anthony Chen. Hope you guys do enjoy this bit of an older gameplay. I am not going to be in the same setting, keep that in mind because this was filmed about 8 months ago, but nonetheless, I still hope you enjoy my gameplay of Firework. Wait, what did that say? The names of characters and locations are fictitious. Or so they say. Ghosts relish devouring sins, possessing You can read that yourself. Oh. This is just my luck. How did a perfectly functioning car break down all of a sudden? This guy is Junming. The informant is still waiting in town. Do you want to leave the car here? There's no need to rush. Dealing with arson is not our responsibility. Arson? Oh wait, what the? Captain Liu will yell at me. Captain Liu seems like a nice person. You just transferred here, so you have no idea how Captain Liu is like. If she finds out the car had been broken down, she will say, I told you to take good care of the cars, didn't I? You're chasing after a dangerous gangster. What are you gonna do if the car breaks down? Can you imagine the consequences? Why is the light flickering? I'll try to fix the car, I'm good at this. Alright, son, thanks. We're colleagues, no need to be so courteous with me. The flashlight is almost dead. Can you bring me a battery? There should be a small store on this street. Oh. Half an hour ago, a coffin caught fire during a funeral. The informant claimed that it was arson. Well, I'm sure the coffin didn't just randomly burst into flames itself. Our superior sent us to investigate the matter. This is my first time working as a criminal investigator. Oh, here we go. What is this? Believe in science, not superstition. Qingtan Town is a secluded town in the mountains. I heard that they had retained many superstitious customs. Alright, we just need to get a battery, right? There's a basin full of paper ash on the counter. The embers glow from time to time. Anyone here? Small store owner. I just woke up. What can I do for you? I'll take a AA battery. Here you go. 2 yuan. Ooh, Pog. Why did his face just appear there? I will bring the battery to Jun first. Okay. Jang. I got the battery. Thanks, buddy. I'll wrap up here. You can go and check out the scene. Since you're new here, you can take this chance to familiarize yourself with the place. Yes. So there's been arson? A coffin caught fire. I'm sure that didn't happen by itself. The funeral shed is on the right. What? Wait. Isn't this the same Didn't I just pass this place a while ago? Jesus! Blood oozes from the wall. Suspicious. Two banknotes stuck on it. That's the money I used for buying the battery just now. What's going on? There's a door now. A rusty door appeared on the wall. Debt. There's a letter on the table. The store owner has passed away from illness. Please deliver 6 wreaths, 2 paper dolls, and 2 candles in 3 days. It was signed 2 days ago. So the funeral the informant mentioned was for the small store owner. Who was the person in the small store just now? Is that doll looking at me? There's an unlit candle on the table. We got a candle. I have to find a way to light this candle. Maybe stick it on this one. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. The paper doll is holding a ledger in its hand. September 23rd. Is that an N or a U? Borrowed 500-gram eggs and owed Wang Jin. I cannot tell. What is RMB? Borrowed a bottle of soy sauce. RMB 16. Borrowed a battery and owed 2. Oh, maybe currency. It's today's date. Why is my name on it? Okay, what about the bloody fingerprints? It's a dead end. What happened to his face? The door disappeared. There's a piece of paper on the chair. Debt to the dead end. If you take a dead person's belongings, you will owe a debt to the dead. If you don't return them in time, maladies will befall you, or worse, tragedies will befall your whole family. Return them as soon as possible to avoid this catastrophe. What is that on the wall now? 2 pieces of ancestor money are stuck on the wall. Obituary is on the bulletin board right in the center. A volunteer has passed away at the age of 27. The name is blackened out. The embers glow from time to time. Toss the ancestor money into the basin. Dude, I just came here for some batteries, man. What is going on? The road is clear now. What does that mean? Nope. Wait. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. Where did the bereaved family go? I'll investigate the scene first. The candles on the table are flickering with red light, illuminating the black and white portrait of the deceased. That's the person I met at the small store just now. Is the coffin open? We investigate in the coffin, or the coffin lid, right? There's a telephone on the coffin lid. Following the phone cable, the handset can be seen inside the coffin. Like fingerprints, too. The latest number dialed was 110. The call was made around the same time the police received the report. The wreath and the paper doll near the opening are blackened from the smoke, but there's no trace of burning. The ignition point should be inside the coffin. The fire didn't spread outside. The body is lying in the coffin. You can vaguely see that the clothes have been burned to pieces. The inside of the coffin has been blackened from the smoke. It's exuding a strong smell. It's the smell of pyrotechnic powder. Why is that in the coffin? The scene is a bit weird. It doesn't seem like a normal fire. I have to tell Jun about this situation. What? The name is not there anymore. There's no... The flower wreaths from inside the A paper doll has appeared on the road. The wreath is blocking the way. There was a ledger covered in ash on the counter. October 20th. You're just gonna walk in there? what do you see this time? I see a white mist. Anything other than the white mist? There's also a car. It's a black hearse driving very slowly. I want to get closer to it, but it always gets further away from me. Who's the hearse for? That hearse is for my dad. Ming, oh, you're finally awake. Is this the clinic? Why am I here? Did you forget? You fainted near the funeral shed. I fainted? I did not faint. You scared the living hell out of me. Luckily, the clinic is nearby. The doctor examined you and said you fell asleep. I'm sorry, I had this problem since I was a kid. I'm sorry for making you worried. It's okay, Captain Liu told me about your condition. Don't take it to heart. Take your time to adjust to your work. Yes. By the way, do you have any news about the fire at the funeral? I had asked the person in charge. It was caused by a half-burned paper that had fallen onto a wreath. But I've investigated the scene. The fire started from inside the coffin. That's impossible. The coffin was closed. So what did we see? Additionally, the person in charge did not pursue the case. He didn't even know who called the police. Some mischievous kid probably did it. There was no one else at the scene during the incident. Yeah, the deceased was the owner of the small store. He got divorced a few years ago. The man was very stingy. His relatives stopped contacting him a long time ago. No one cared about his death, so residents in the town pitied him. They donated some money to hold a funeral for him. Don't trouble yourself with this case. Go and get some rest. Alright. The doctor isn't here. What's the matter? Hello? How can I help you? The person on the other end hung up. Well, what do we do now? A bag of IV solution is hanging on the infusion stand. When I was a kid, I used to get these random fevers frequently. The doctors at the hospital could not find the cause of it. My grandma knew a shaman. She said I was born at a yin date at a yin time, so I attracted spirits naturally. The last time I saw the shaman was at Dad's funeral. She sighed when she saw me and said a few words. It's heaven's will that you can see ghosts. You will become a policeman and help the dead find justice. The following news report is about a local case. On September 15th, a family of 4 was found dead at home. The house owner, Mr. Tian, his wife and granddaughter had died from rat poison. His daughter-in-law, Zhao, hung herself. The police force suspect that Zhao who had a mental health issue, had poisoned the family and hung herself. The case is under further investigation, and we welcome any information from the public. There's a key next to the TV. Why is that? It has to be rust, right? No way there's just blood on everything. Alright, can we go this way? Oh, there's a door here. Oh, covered with a thick layer of spider webs. Guess not. Key unlocks the door. Why was it locked though? It's the telephone. Officer, how do you feel? Okay. That is not me. Are you the doctor here? Yes, my name is Ye. What is the tone? Nice to meet you. Dr. Ye, thank you for taking care of me. I'm a doctor. Saving people is my job. By the way, I've never seen you around. Did you transfer here recently? Yeah, I just checked in yesterday. No wonder. It's Qingtang. Qing. It's very humid. Newcomers don't adapt easily. Just make sure you get plenty of rest. Man, I wish they included the tone marks. Do you want to smoke? I'm okay. I don't smoke. You're rare. Every cop I know is a chain smoker, especially the experienced one. They can't solve any cases without cigarettes. I haven't handled a case yet, so I can't relate. I see. Oh, don't tell anyone I smoke. I always tell the old folks here to smoke less, and I can't justify it if they find out I smoke too. Is that Wang Jingcai's store next door? Yes, why? Nothing. I encountered something strange at the funeral, so I'm just trying to understand the situation. Do you know how Wang Jingcai died? His body was found several days after he died. I haven't seen the corpse, so it's hard to say. The people in town are saying he died horribly, as if he was killed by a ghost. Killed by a ghost? About that, it probably has something to do with the familicide that happened some time ago. Are you talking about the Tian family case? I saw it on TV. Yeah, after the Tian family died, Wang Jingcai had told everyone that Tian's daughter-in-law was a mad woman. He said she went crazy and murdered the whole family. Everyone thinks that the daughter-in-law's spirit killed Wang Jingcai because he spoke ill of her. Of course, I'm a doctor. I don't believe in such superstitions. Had cardiovascular disease, so he probably died from a heart attack. I think the circuit breaker tripped. I'll go and have a look. Officer, you might want to grab some candles in the black van outside. Okay. Why? This van? It's covered in cobwebs. A black van is parked across the road. There are a few candles and a lighter next to the seat. Cool. I can barely make out some boxes of fireworks in the van under the candlelight. Why are there fireworks in a van belonging to the clinic? Isn't far from the funeral shed here. Dr. Ye might know something about the fire at the funeral. What? There are traces of something that was once hung on the wall. It looks like an award banner. Dr. Ye. Maybe there's a way to clean up the spider webs. Burn it with a candle. You think we're gonna burn the whole house down if we if we try to if we try to use the candle? Alright, well, I get not my problem. Wait, why are we going in here? We don't even know where he went. There was a similar willow tree planted at my old house. My grandma said the tree was the root of the Lin family, and it would bless us. My dad didn't believe it. On the day he was buried, the willow tree whined as if it was crying. Isn't this the breaker? There are 2 wires in the box. One of them is burnt. The other one seems functional. Oh god. Oh my god, my brain. Oh no. Oh my god, what the heck? Wait, I think that's... Wait, is that right? You are... Isn't the case closed? What are you doing here? The case? Are you new here? Yeah, I just transferred here not long ago. What case are you talking about? My name is Chen Qingsui. I'm a volunteer teacher in the Qingtang Primary School. A month ago, my student Tian Fangfang, her mother, and her grandparents were found dead at home. But you guys suspected that it was Fangfang's mother who killed the whole family. I know Fangfang's mother. She wouldn't hurt Fangfang. Have you found any evidence? As you can see, I'm looking for it. Why are you searching for evidence in the clinic? You'll know after I find and send it to the press. Miss Chen, since you're a volunteer teacher here, I'm not going to put you on the spot. But don't take anything from here. It'll be hard to deal with if someone finds out. Also, I'm Lin, a criminal investigator from the Criminal Investigation Department. I'll be around. Let me know if you run into any trouble. Got it. Isn't she the... She's the person we saw at the... She's the person... I swear, she's the person we saw in front of the store, right? And then it was... She got replaced by the doll. A red umbrella dripping with water. Is it raining? There are many victims in this case. Our superiors take this matter seriously. Captain Liu wouldn't have closed the case nonchalantly. I'll collect more information about the Tian family's case first. Collect more. Where did the doctor go? Is that someone inside? There's a strange rumor about the Tian family murder case. According to the town's residents, on the 7th day after the murder, residents with landlines received a call in the middle of the night. On the other side, there were sounds of a rope tightening, as if a heavy object was being hung. The number displayed was from the public phone market owned by the Tian family. In response to this, the police has stated it was a rumor and urged people not to spread it. What? What other phone is there, though? Wait, what? The phone screen shows 2 voicemails. Hello? Is that Ye Jingxiang? We're from the Criminal Investigation Department. You should have heard of the Tian family case, right? An eyewitness said that Tian Xiangrong's daughter-in-law, Zhao Xiangrong... Wait. Oh my god, there's so many names. Miss Zhao was at your clinic half an hour before the incident. We want to know why she was there, her diagnosis, the kind of medicine she purchased, and her mental state at the time. I hope you'll cooperate with us and call us back as soon as possible. Officer, I'm Ye Jingxiang. Miss Zhao did come to the clinic before the incident. She said her mother-in-law had a bad cough and wanted to buy some medicine for coughing. She left after buying the medicine. The people in the clinic saw her. I still have a copy of the receipt for the medicine. Please contact me again if you have any further questions. The sound of a car starting is coming from outside the door. Car seems to be driving towards the funeral shed. Why is it going to the funeral shed so late? Also, where'd the doctor go? That's my question. Also, this wasn't the layout of the what? Yeah, this wasn't the layout of the place. This door led directly outside last time. Also, who was the person we The light was on and there was a person silhouette here. Is the teacher still in the shed? Where did Miss Chen go? She couldn't have passed us. Some scribbled and illegible notes. I can't understand what was written here. At least the power's still on. Some nice static. God, it's so dark. Wait, what? Isn't this? What is this place? Several graves are located far away. They look gloomy in the dark. A cordon is blocking the way. Enter? I guess. The mailbox says Tian Xiangrou. Is this Tian's house? I'll investigate the scene first. You're not going to question how you just magically appeared here? Excuse me? 4 empty bowls on the floor. Okay, guess our only option is in here. Oh, stairs. The door is locked. Well, that's useful. Newspapers? Please enter the number. Wait, what? There's a note on the wall. Hey, it's Fang Fang's birthday today. Don't forget to get the cake before you head home. The order slip for the cake was in some clothes pocket and got washed. Now there's only half a piece of paper left in the washing machine, and My lower back hurts. I can't get it out. The other half might be inside the pocket of the clothes that are being hung up. Remember to check the pockets before putting clothes in the washing machine next time. Guess we're gonna look for the order receipt. It sounds like a middle-aged woman by the voice. The clothes should be hung outside. Oh man. What is this? Another phone? Call me when you find the order. Blue. Wait, what? Calendar says September 22nd. Isn't it October 20th? The time of the crime was September 15th. Why is the calendar showing a date that is 7 days after that? Oh, door's locked. Alright, so the clothes must be outside here, right? Oh, we can't do... Oh, here. The pants that's still wet. There seems to be something in the pocket. Oh, half the cake order slip. Bathroom. Mirrors can reflect reality and see through people's hearts. Look at yourself in the mirror and find the truth. Seems like I need to turn the knob to the correct position to open the lid. Might be clues nearby. Strange symbols in the wall in the mirror. That looks like a position. I rarely look in the mirror. Grandma said I have too much yin energy. I would be possessed by ghosts if I look into a mirror. After my dad passed away, I secretly looked into the mirror once. In the mirror, I saw Dad's clothes hanging on the wall behind me. It was a green police uniform dripping with blood. I've never looked into mirrors since then. I can't remember what I looked like when I was a child, and it feels strange to see myself. Oh, here. There seems to be something hidden behind the curtains. There's a wall outside the window with a strange symbol painted on it. That's 2. And that's... What the... And this is 3. Oh. There's a half piece of paper at the bottom of the washing machine's drum. Dessert bakery. Tian Fong Fong. Zodiac pig? Why do they need your zodiac? The cake was for Tian Fong Fong. But the Tian family was already killed by the 21st. Who ordered the cake? This place is the department's morgue. There's a corpse lying on the morgue tray. Next to it is an autopsy report. Zhao Xiaozhuang. The deceased died from shock caused by asphy. No the trauma or signs of struggle. From the on-site investigations and interview, we can confirm that the deceased had committed suicide. The hair of the deceased was entangled with a telephone. In order to perform the autopsy, we had to cut some hair. We suspect the body of the deceased had rotated, causing the hair to be caught by the telephone cord. Something at the bottom of the sink? I don't want to know what it is. I don't need to know, man. Scissors. Key. Screw that. Key for this. Two switches. Pig's head is placed on top of a birthday cake. It seems to be an offering in a sacrificial ceremony. The word liberation on the pig's forehead looks abnormal due to the lighting. What? There should be some sort of meaning behind the text color. I'll jot it down. I cannot read Chinese. 44? What in the heck are you doing here? Miss Chen, why are you here? This is Fang Fang's house. I wanted to see if there were any clues here. You said the case was closed. My presence at the crime scene won't bother you, right? Has the ceiling always been like this? Miss Chen, I've read the reports on the case. The autopsy report shows that Zhao Xiaozhuang had committed suicide. And the news said that Zhao Xiaozhuang hung herself after her family members died. So what? If I come home to see my family poisoned and not breathing, I will still call for an ambulance right away. You don't understand. After Fang Fang's father passed away, Fang Fang was Zhao Xiaozhuang's only mental support. After the incident, everyone thought she lost her mind, but I know she didn't. She was very sane. Looking at her daughter's dead body, could you imagine how devastating that would be? So you think someone poisoned Fang Fang's family. And she came home, saw Fang Fang's body, so she mentally broke down and killed herself. This is possible, right? I can't make a conclusion without finding more clues. What clues are you looking for? I want to know why you went to the clinic. Does Dr. Ye have something to do with this case? Had a strong motive for murder. 2 years ago, Fang Fang's father Tian Yu had an epileptic seizure and was sent to his clinic for emergency treatment, but he didn't make it. Fang Fang's grandfather, Tian Xiangrong, believed that he killed his son. He led a group of people to smash Dr. Ye's clinic and broke his ribs. Mr. Ye ended up confined to a hospital bed for more than half a month. He also lost a lot of money to the Tian family before everything was settled. Moreover, Miss Zhao had gone to the clinic before the incident. Don't you think it's too much of a coincidence? Dr. Ye said Miss Zhao went to the clinic for cough medicine. There were other patients who witnessed the incident at that time. Who knows if there was anything wrong with the medicine he gave her? Dead people can't talk. So you went to the clinic to find evidence of Dr. Ye's crime? Yes. But Dr. Ye is a smart man. He left no clues. Then what have you found here? There's nothing here. I have to investigate somewhere else. I will take my leave if you don't need anything else. Miss Chen looks a little strange. Is it because she found something here? Oh, wait. Oh, it's translated for. I see. So 1481. Hello. We saw the cake. Fang Fang liked it very much. Your father-in-law said that Fang Fang's classmates are coming. Please prepare a nice dinner. Don't forget to pick up something at the restaurant. Remember to get some fish. You and Fang Fang love to eat fish. One more thing. This morning, I noticed that Fang Fang left the house key in the dining room again. She's so forgetful, even at such a young age. What if she left the key outside and someone picked it up? Children learn everything from adults, so you have to set an example. I see. The candles are lit. A few pieces of moldy cakes appeared in the bowls. Which piece of cake would you like to investigate? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? First piece. Just an ordinary piece of cake. Main door key. Where'd that sound come from? A girl's portrait appears behind the railings. Seems to be a photo of Fang Fang. Where was that car? Where did the portrait go? This is my first time at the crime scene. I take a deep breath and exhale hard. After I exhale the anxiety out of my chest, I take the key and... The other side is silent, only a rustling sound is heard. Hello? Hey, officer. Dr. Ye? You remembered my voice even though we've only met once? Well, so do you. Huh, interesting. I was busy, so I didn't hear the phone ringing. The call just now, was that you? The phone call? It wasn't me. I didn't see who made the call either. That's weird. This number belongs to the Tian family. Am I experiencing that supernatural stuff the news mentioned before? I know about that news. Has anyone else in town received a call like that? I heard people in town say that on the 7th day after they died, a few of the granddaughter's classmates received strange phone calls. That day was also the granddaughter's birthday. I also heard that on the 6th day after they died, a cake shop in the city received an order, and that cake was for the granddaughter. Now, the people in town are terrified of going near the Tian's house. They're afraid of coming across evil spirits. Officer, I'm curious about what you're doing in the Tian's house. There's something about the Tian family case that I wish to find out, so I went to investigate. Something you can't figure out? Dr. Ye, did Zhao Xiaozhuang go to your clinic before the incident? Yes, it's the flu season, so the clinic was pretty busy that day, and everyone saw her. Did the Tians usually go to you when they were sick? I understand what you can't figure out. You've probably heard about that incident between me and the Tian family. Indeed, the Tians would rather take a longer route for another doctor than come to me after that incident. I was also pretty surprised that Zhao Xiaozhuang suddenly came to the clinic that day. What did she say? She said her mother-in-law had a bad cough and asked me if I had a certain brand of cough medicine. Then she left after buying the medicine. Got it. Thank you for your cooperation. No problem. I can't help you much with this case. Do you want to continue the investigation? If there's anything suspicious with this case, I can't pretend that I don't see it. To be honest, when I asked whether you smoke in the clinic just now, you said no and that you haven't investigated a case. I thought you were a rookie. It's really impressive that you managed to obtain these clues in such a short period of time. I'd like to know how you found these clues. Unfortunately, I have business to attend to now. I hope to chat with you more if I get the chance. I won't bother you anymore. Bye, officer. Ye Jingxiang was at the clinic while the crime was happening, and he had his patients as witnesses. He's not really that suspicious. However, he seems to consciously or unconsciously reveal strange rumors about the Tian family. He was also very interested in my investigation of the case. And when I answered the phone, he recognized my voice right away. It's like he's lurking in a corner nearby and watching everything. My dad was a criminal investigator. He handled a lot of big cases. He was always busy and away from home. After his death, I finally saw his face clearly for the first time. I was young then. I just stared curiously at the small wound on his forehead. The adults often said that I looked a lot like him. Every time they said that, I would think of the wound, and my head would start aching. That feeling was like the bullet that killed my father had taken root in my head. Time to get up. Food is ready. Get up now. This is my room. I remember as I was leaving the public phone market, a black car drove towards me. But I don't have any wounds on my body or feel any pain. Who brought me back? But when was this mirror installed? Get up and wash, it's time to eat. When was it installed? There's a bottle of sleeping pills on the nightstand. Whoa, what? I don't remember buying sleeping pills. You're still not done washing? The food's getting cold. I've heard this voice before. The voice of the middle-aged woman on the phone. The fragments that fell off the mirror are jutting out from the bed. I remember. This is the mirror from the bathroom in the Tian's house. Why is the Tian family's mirror in my room? I'll search if there are any other suspicious objects. An old dusty cloth is covering a full-length mirror. The mirror was broken into several pieces, one of which looks out of place. Calendar sticks on September 22nd. The glass of its frame is smashed, and one of the fragments has a special pattern printed on it. Triple A student. Wow. A window has appeared in the mirror. This place is the bathroom in the Tian's house. The air is filled with the pungent smell of gunpowder. The mist has become thicker than before. It seems like something was burnt nearby. Covered by thick fog. Red umbrella. Dripping with water. Again. It was at the doctor's place and it's here now again? My birthday is coming soon. Mother said she will go to town and buy a big cake for me on the 22nd. Always locked. The photo in the frame is missing. Piece of yellow paper is under the phone. After a person died, the spirit will return to the land of the living on the 7th day. This phenomenon is called Huisha. To prevent the spirit from getting lost, family members will light candles in their house. The spirit will find their way back by following the candles. Candle is engraved with the word 2. 2, 3, 4. Fang Fang's father, who died from the epileptic seizure? 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two. What? Miss Chen? What a coincidence. We ran into each other twice tonight. Officer, what are you doing here? Miss Chen, maybe you're right. There might be hidden clues in the Tian family's case. I'll continue to investigate. What did you find? Nothing yet, but I'll try hard to search the house. Also, this is a crime scene. It'll be hard for me to explain to my superior if you leave any traces, so... I understand. I'll go somewhere else. I'll leave you alone. Officer, you seem to be quite concerned about the case. I was a bit harsh on you. Hope you didn't take it too seriously. It's okay. How did she get in here? That's my question. The food on the table is rotten and there's a piece of paper next to it. My body will not rot in the mud. Like a bird, I'll die in the sky. Seems to have been torn from a book of poetry. Poetry book. There's a family portrait in the wine jar. Why is there a photo in the jar? I have to find a way to get it. Do we really? Seasoning and chopsticks near the pot. We really doing this? We really doing this right now? There is absolutely no need to be doing this right here. This is just beyond what we need to do here. We just... One person is missing in the family portrait. The mother. Now we're going to reveal the special number for this issue. 718-11-18-22. Ladies and gentlemen, the special number for the 28th issue of Qing Jian Style is 4. Why did you turn off the TV? I still want to watch my TV series. It's too noisy, annoying. I've already told you, it's not easy to win the lottery. Well, a lottery ticket doesn't cost much. Do you know how much money we have? You just lent out 10,000 yuan to your cousin last month. We're almost out of money. He's my relative. I had to help. You just wanted to pretend to be generous and rich. When you gets the job, we will be having more income. You've been trying to get him the job for several years and spent a lot on it. The people in your company were all flattering you back then. Now that you've been fired, they don't care about doing favors for you. I was laid off under the arrangement of the state, not fired. Besides, the supermarket is almost ready. We can make money out of it too. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm going to cook. Hey, we can't let outsiders know that our family is short of money, especially her. I understand. If other people know about this, you'll be humiliated. Debt. Tian's residence looks flashy, but turns out they were financially struggling, which other people didn't know. There may be more secrets hidden here. Huh? Bedroom. Monday the 17th. The moon sets, the crows cry, east of the maple tree. Fire day. Do not set up a stove, lest disaster falls upon you. Dragon day. Do not cry, lest another funeral occurs. Today's plans. The moon sets, the crows cry, east of the maple tree. The 7th day. What do they mean? There are books about feng shui and celestial events, and a piece of paper was put in one of them. New moon, full moon, first quarter moon, third quarter moon. Half moon. Hey Tien, I'm here. Have you got the stuff? Here, it's fresh. Look, the color is nice, isn't it? It probably belonged to a high-ranking official in the Qing dynasty. Alright, put it away. Huh, you're not gonna touch it again? I'm just helping you contact your client. I won't touch it. I understand. Dead people's belongings are unlucky and too much a taboo to you. I'll take you to the client on Wednesday. Wait for my call. Thank you in advance, Tien. By the way, you've stopped doing this after you got married. Why did you start again? It has nothing to do with you. Tien, I heard you spent quite a lot on getting a job for you. I might be stingy, but I remember the favors I owe others. If you need something. Our family isn't short of money. A previous client wanted a few antiques and I couldn't refuse. That's why I came to you. Oh, you could have said that earlier. Good to hear you're alright. I'm heading off then. Bad luck. Lottery tickets inside. Tian Xiangrong is the grandfather, right? Yeah, he's the grandfather. Yu is the father of Fang Fang, who is married to Miss Zhuang. It's time for burial. It's not good if we miss the auspicious time. So you spend some more time with you. I'll go to the balcony. He has planted some flowers there. I'll check on them and pick a few beautiful ones to plant by the grave. He's gone. What's the point in that? You like those flowers. He'd be happy to have them planted by his grave. You did nothing wrong. He didn't deserve the karmic retribution. What karmic retribution? You're talking like you had all endured hardships all these years. I did those just to make more money and give you all a better life. Then tell me now, he died from illness. Whose fault is this? The burial people are coming soon. I'm going to the balcony to check on used flowers. Some are broken. It's upset to look at. This plant? A potted plant that is about to wither. What did I do wrong? The job that I got my son was decent. Others would kill for it. The house I built for him was the most luxurious in this neighborhood. Everyone had to look up to us. I've never done anything wrong. This is all your fault. Ye Jingshang. You killed my son. Dad, it's almost fall. You'll catch a cold sleeping on the balcony. I've got a blanket. I'm fine. Besides, your mother's nagging irritates me. Is Fang Fang asleep? She went to bed after finishing her homework. Did she say anything? Before falling asleep, she said she missed her dad. She's still young. She needs adults to accompany her. Fang Fang is very close to your mother. Her world revolves around her. To your mother? Wait, so there's not 5 people in this household. There's 6. Fang Fang has a sibling. We want to watch Fang Fang grow up. Do you understand? I understand, Dad. Oh, wait. Wait, what? No. So Fang Fang is close to the grandmother, which is his wife. That's good. You should spend more time with Fang Fang. I will, Dad. You should come in if it gets cold. Unless it's the honorific dad. Because otherwise that would be incest. It has to be the honorific dad, right? Like father-in-law. When I opened my eyes early in the morning, I saw a crowd downstairs. They all looked up at our house. I could see the envy in their eyes. Once, I even saw you in the crowd. I told him to come up, but he didn't respond. Dad, you were dreaming. Dreaming. If only I had been dreaming. Hey, Fang Fang. Do you like the clothes I bought you? You like it? That's great. I have another good news for you. I'll take you to see Dad this Saturday. Yes, he's back. You should put on your new clothes and show them to your dad. That's the voice of Fang Fang's grandma. What did she mean by 10 years back? Forever remembered. The portrait in the frame disappeared. A few musical notes appear in the center. What is this, Miss Chen? I have no idea either. This place is weird. The room layout seems to be changing constantly. But I remember the pattern on this door. Fong Fong had a diary. This pattern was on the cover page. And this door has a combination lock like her diary. Do you know the passcode? This was my student's privacy. Of course I don't know. Maybe there are clues that can help us open this door. Officer, can we look together? Fong Fong was a student I cared about very much. I want to know what Fong Fong and her family went through. If you're afraid that I might destroy the scene. It's okay, Miss Chen. I also want to know the Tian family's past. You've been in Qingtang town longer than I have. You should know better. I'll do my best to answer whatever you want to know. No secrets will remain undiscovered in this little town. Well, Miss Chen, thank you for your cooperation. Join the party. Oh, wait, where did you go? Is she just in our party? I remember there were musical notes on the door. Maybe this melody is related to the password. Let me have a look. 535I. This is the prelude of the song Farewell. So mi so do. The last do is a high do. The one after the 7th note, it can be interpreted as an 8. Then the password should be 5358. How am I supposed to know this? Who's supposed to know this? Miss Chen, do you teach music? I teach Chinese literature. The school doesn't have a music teacher, so I teach some simple songs once in a while. I like this song very much. The students said when I finish teaching here, they'll sing this song to me as a farewell gift. Interesting. This might be the password. Try it. Yes. Behind the door, a staircase going downward appears. We can't see the bottom of the staircase. Do you want to go down there to investigate? Hold up. Let me check these things first. Miss Chen, is it possible that the passcode is Fong Fong's birthday? This was the first thing I thought of, but it didn't. Oh, wait. Alright, Miss Chen, the calendar says gift from Qinghe branch of Agricultural Development Bank. Did anyone in the Tian family work in a bank before? Fong Fong's grandfather, Tian Xiangrong, used to work in a bank and was laid off a few years later. Have you heard any rumors about Tian Xiangrong? I did hear some older teachers talk about him. They said he was very rich, but the source of his money was unknown. There were even rumors that he resold cultural relics. He obtained cultural relics from others and sold them to the bank's major clients. The people in town thought that he sold the belongings of the dead and ran into debt of the deceased. So his son received karmic retribution. Debt of the deceased. Do you want to go down there to investigate? Yes. What's wrong? I think I heard a little girl's laughter behind me. A little girl's laughter. My ears might have played a trick on me. I heard it too. I mean, you sound a bit superstitious. Are you scared? Is she teasing us? I'm a cop. I don't believe in ghosts. We walked down such a long staircase, and now we are at the entrance again. But the atmosphere here feels different from what it was earlier. How can we be talking about superstitions, yet like all this actual supernatural stuff is going on? I can't see the stairs where I came. What is this? A page that has been torn out from a diary is stuck to the wall. 12th March, cloudy. Today we went to the city. Mom bought me a toy camera. Grandpa and Grandma took me to visit an old lady. On our way back, Grandpa and Grandma got into a quarrel. Oh. Toy camera, old lady. Count me out next time for stuff like this. I don't believe in these things, and I don't want to be seen there. What is to be ashamed of? You've just read a few more books in school. Get off your high horse. Did the witch say anything wrong? She could tell that you touched belongings of the dead immediately. She just had a hunch. You're falling for her lies if you believe her. Tian Xiangrong, I don't care whether you believe her or not. I can't let anything happen to Fang Fang. The witch gave me some talismans. Put them up at home and they'll cast evil spirits out. One more thing. Burn some offerings for the people you've crossed. I don't believe in these. I won't do it. You. How are you still alive after sleeping on the cold balcony every day? I'll do it. You always need a woman to clean up your mess. Shame on you. The witch also said she saw you and he missed us. We'll go to the witch in a week and she can summon you. Stay home if you don't believe in these things. I'll take Fang Fang and our daughter-in-law along. Okay, yeah, so it was honorific dad. You guys go. I'll stay home. Alright, is this the camera? Toy camera. Should we check it out? Invert the image. Chapter 3, Accumulated Sin. Or why does it say a 2 there? Well, Chapter 3, Accumulated Sins. Oh. When we invert it, there's one more person in the family. A drawing of the little girl is hidden inside the deity statue. A closed door is drawn on the wall. This is the balcony? Okay. It's a dead end here. I can't identify what kind of deity it is. It's probably one that the locals believe in. Should we move it? There's a diary page behind the statue. Down, up, up. What is this, a GTA cheat code? Today we went to see the old lady we visited last time. Grandma said we could see Dad. Grandpa wouldn't go. Before we left, we folded a lot of shiny paper ingots. Use the arrow keys to operate. Miss Zhang, can't Fang Fang come in? This is soul summoning. It might accidentally summon other wandering ghosts. Fang Fang is young and weak in yang energy. I'm afraid that her soul might get captured by a little ghost. Let her wash outside. Okay then, sorry for troubling you, Miss Zhang. By the way, close the window. Don't let the evil spirits out. Okay, go shut the window. Xiao Zhuang. Don't interrupt me no matter what happens later. You can ask questions and he'll answer you if he wants. If he doesn't, don't push him. And his soul will return to where it belongs after. Don't cling to it. Huh? Fang Fang. Fang Fang, wake up. Fang Fang, go out and play. It's so much fun out there. Try harder. Come here, Fang Fang. Oh. People say it's dangerous outside the pond. There are a lot of dead ends here. This is a dead end. Oh. A toad is muttering a spell that doesn't make any sense. She looks a lot like Dad, but she isn't Dad. What does that mean? Is that a... Mama Mermaid is frowning. She seemed upset. She said, I miss my home, the ocean. The ocean is vast and everyone lives freely in it. There are so many twists and turns and dead ends here. I really want to help Mama Mermaid, but I can't find the way out either. Dead end. The little tadpoles swam happily. When they saw Mother Tortoise lying on the rock, they swam over and asked, Mother Tortoise, where's our mother? Tian Fang Fang? Are you daydreaming again? Why can't you pay attention like the other students? Go back and copy the text manually 10 times. I'll call your parents over if you do it again. So we're in school. Oh, one more thing. A new teacher, Miss Chen, will join our school tomorrow and replace me as your Chinese literature teacher. Make sure you dress neatly tomorrow so you don't embarrass yourself. Miss Chen. The Miss Chen. This should be Fang Fang's classroom. Where did Miss Chen go? Is Miss Chen supposed to teleport and follow you like that? Oh my god. Red flowers painted on the cabinet. There's a pencil sharpener on the table with a piece of paper underneath it. Interesting. There's a wooden box on the lecture podium. Huh? Oh my god, not one of these. Not one of these. We're gonna be here for a while. A key. A key. Wow, we did it. Obtain the key in the box. It only took 10 minutes. What is this key for, though? Oh. The key I just found might be useful. Which lock will we try? Middle drawer. White chalk. Red chalk. Oh. Red chalk powder. It turned red. There was a girl there. Was that Fang Fang? I should make her sit at the back of the classroom. Otherwise, the new teacher will be pissed when she sees her zoning out all day. If you send her to the back, her grandpa will come and cause a scene in school. Great, I will let Tian Xiangrong know what his granddaughter did in class. Look at all the doodles on her exercise book. She will never achieve anything like this. Tian Fang Fang? Do you remember me? I visited your school for an interview half a year ago. You welcomed me back then. I will be teaching here tomorrow onwards. Miss Chen? Yeah, you should go home. It's late. I didn't pay attention in class, so my punishment is to copy the text. Fang Fang, let me show you something. Close your eyes first, then open them when I tell you to. Fang Fang, you can open your eyes now. Fang Fang, have you played this before? Okay, I drew faces on every side inside. If you pick the side with the smiling face, you are free to go. How does that sound? Choose the direction first. North. Think of a number. 9. Okay, let me see what it is. They're all smiling. It's a smiling face. Stop copying and go home, Fang Fang. But Miss Zhu told me to do it. Don't worry, I'll be your new Chinese literature teacher tomorrow. I have the final say. Miss Chen, can you teach me how to make this? It looks like a star when it's opened. It's beautiful. A star. That's a very interesting analogy. I like it. I'll teach you. First, fold it up like this. Then fold it like this. The last step is to open it up. Look at it. Now you try. First do this. Then do this. Very interesting. Finally, Miss Chen, I've got it. You learn fast. Let's fold more. I folded a lot of stars with Miss Chen. I love Miss Chen. Is it up down or is it? I will study hard because Miss Chen told me to. That every word I write on my exercise book. Will sprout and grow into a flower field. It's a bird. Fang Fang, why do you come home so late today? A new Chinese literature teacher in the school taught me origami. What does that teacher look like? She's different from the other teachers. But she's as pretty as Mom. It seems like you like the new teacher very much. You should study hard since she's going to teach you. I will. The food is ready. Wash your hands and call your grandparents over to eat. Back in the kitchen. Huh? There are several steaming dishes on the table. You went to visit the witch today. What did she say? I thought you didn't believe in these. Miss Zhang summoned Yu's soul. Yu said that he was doing good, so we didn't have to worry about him. He also asked us to take good care of Fang Fang. Anyone can say this kind of cliche. You old fart. Did you also know that Yu asked me to send a few words to you? What did he say? He wanted to tell you, Dad, I don't blame you. He also said, Dad, I don't regret being born into the Tian family. Did he really say that? You can ask your daughter-in-law if it was real. I'm full. I'm going out for a walk. I'm not hungry. I'm going to light some incense for you. Fang Fang, fish is good for your brain. You should eat more fish. Get an A in your exam and show it to your dad. The fish Mom cooked is delicious. But Mom doesn't like fish. I asked Grandma why Mom can cook fish well, even when she hates them. Grandma told me it's because my dad and I like fish. Mom loves me and Dad so much that she'll even do things she doesn't like. I asked Grandma if I have to do things I didn't like if I love someone. Grandma didn't answer me. She told me that kids shouldn't ask this kind of question. It's dark. You cannot move forward. What is here? The red room. What is this? A damaged page of a diary is stuck on the wall. Today, Grandpa went to see the old lady with us. Grandma said I couldn't enter the house and told me to go play outside. I saw a small shed on the road with Vase Girl written on it. I was curious, so I bought a ticket. Obtain ticket to Vase Girl. A strange shadow appears behind the mosquito netting. If you wish to find the answer, you must give up something precious. There is a bottle and an empty bowl on the bed. Does it mean that one needs to give up something he values before asking questions? A marble. What is in this one? A cage? It sounded like something hit the window. Blood smeared the window. There were black feathers on it. A black feather. A female voice is coming from the vase. What do you want to know? Who are you? You're using other people's valuable possessions, so I can only answer questions about them. 2 items, 2 questions. Who do you want to hear about? Miss Chen. Miss Chen is different from other teachers. She's like a big sister and is very gentle to us. But she's also very mysterious. I asked her why she came here to teach. She always answered, "That's a secret." Fang Fang's mother. After the father died, the grandfather beat up the doctor who treated his son. The mother secretly visited the doctor. She said the doctor was a good person who did nothing wrong. So Zhao Xiaozhuang had an affair with Ye Jingxiang? I can answer each person 1 question only. A small bed piled with stuff. It looks like it's been a long time since someone slept on it. An affair? I don't think they had an affair. This is to certify that Tian Fangfang won the 2nd prize in Qinghe City's secondary and primary school essay competition. There's a crack on the certificate. Something seems to be hidden behind it. Use the arrow keys to tear open the crack. Oh. This is my certificate. There's another crack on it. Early 1987. Wei Baoping, an armed fugitive who committed crimes across many provinces, entered our city. Upon receiving the news, Officer Lin led the hunt for him. 10th April, when searching through an apartment, Officer Lin found Wei. Wei fired his gun at the police. Officer Lin and his fellow police officers fought back. In the gunfight, Officer Lin was shot in... Outstanding student representative of Ningxi City. Wait, what? The legacy of a hero Lin. Oh, the legacy of a hero by... Is he a reporter? A mirror is behind the picture frame. After my dad died in the course of performing his duty, it seemed like my every move was being watched. So that was an article about him. What kind of school I was admitted to, what honors I received, and my relationships with my classmates and teachers. All those things that I acquired with my own hands. In their eyes were a continuation of my dad's heroic spirit. He could never escape the shadow of his father. Officer. Officer? Officer Lin! Where did she come from? Miss Chen, where did you go just now? I was about to ask you the same thing. I turned around and you disappeared. I saw you staring at Fang Fang's certificate blankly as I came in. By the way, I discovered that the door at the entrance was open. There's a dark staircase leading down. Let's go check it. Didn't we come down that staircase? This is the certificate Fang Fang won in the city's writing contest. She was really smart and imaginative. If she hadn't passed away, she probably would have had more opportunities. It seems to be Fang Fang's bed. Why is it piled up with stuff? I don't know. I remember hearing Fang Fang say her grandmother didn't let her sleep in the same room with her mom since half a year ago. She slept in her grandma's room since then. Why not? Oh. Is Miss Chen still going to be in our party if we do this? The mom is the one who's not in the actual photo. That is strange. Miss Chen, have you ever heard of the Tian family's soul summoning stuff? Fang Fang's grandma found a witch in the city. The witch could summon the soul of the dead and attach it to herself. So relatives could talk to the dead through the witch. I told Fang Fang several times that this was superstitious nonsense. But Fang Fang's grandparents were convinced and they often took Fang Fang with them. Another staircase down. There's a dark staircase leading downward. You feel a cool gust of wind blowing through it. Do you want to investigate? Is Miss Chen gonna disappear again? Ye Jingxiang. You killed my son. The doctor. This place has been broken up into. Clinic key. Part of a ward banner is hanging on the infusion stand. It reads, "The benevolence of a doctor." Miss Chen. This is strange. This isn't Ye Jingxiang's clinic. I remember this place. This is the People's Hospital of Qinghe City. The People's Hospital? How did we get here? I don't know. I always feel weird after entering the Tian's house. It was like entering an illusion. Is that the mother? It's Zhao Xiaozhuang. Who is she visiting? Let's follow her and see. Here we go. The truth comes out. You hear a conversation in the room. I heard that a doctor who was beaten up came here a few days ago. Yikes, he even had broken ribs. It's not easy to be a doctor these days. You hear a conversation? The doctor beaten up next door is from Qingtang, right? Yep, someone died under his care. I have relatives in Qingtang. They said the patient who died didn't do much good in his life and got his retribution. It's quiet in the room. We are the mother. Dr. Ye, I'm Tianyu's widow, Zhao Xiaozhuang. I'm really sorry for your husband. Dr. Ye, I know you're a responsible doctor. It wasn't your fault. If he had gone to the hospital earlier rather than taking his parents' home remedy, things wouldn't have ended up this way. Dr. Ye, how are you feeling now? My ribs were set. They still hurt occasionally, but I'm fine. I'm sorry you have to go through these. My father-in-law might demand compensation in a few days. I've saved some money over the years. You can use it to deal with. I can't take your money. I don't have a family to care for. You do. Dr. Ye, you don't need to sympathize with me. I feel less guilty this way. By the way, Miss Zhao, I heard some rumors when I was in the hospital. You are not from Qingtang, are you? I'm not from around here. I'm like you. My parents are locals, but I'm not. I've heard about that. People always said that no secret could remain undiscovered in Qingtang town. It seems to be true. Miss Zhao, the hospital is full of people. They will talk about your visit here. You should probably go. I appreciate your kindness. Dr. Ye, take good care of yourself. This is the Tian's house. Miss Chen, did you catch on to the rumors they mentioned just now? Yes, I've heard some rumors about Dr. Ye. He isn't from Qingtang, he was adopted. And while he is said to be adopted, in reality, he was trafficked. Trafficked? Are there any rumors about Zhao Xiaozhuang? There are many rumors about her. Some people say she was tricked into coming to Qingtang. Some said that she married Tianyu for his money. Some people even said she behaved strangely after Tianyu died, as if she'd lost her mind. As you saw just now, Zhao Xiaozhuang was a kind-hearted person. She wasn't obsessed with money, and she wouldn't kill her own family. But Dr. Ye didn't seem like a bad person either. We won't get any conclusion arguing like this, but I have a gut feeling that we're getting closer to the truth about the Tian family case. I agree. Maybe the truth will be found here. The hair on the ceiling? What is this? It's a picture. There's a damaged doodle on the wall. That's the mother, right? Can't tell. Oh. Oh, wait, no, that's Fang Fang? A happy family. There's an empty picture frame on the wall. The photo I just found fits well. Chapter 4. This is strange. What is this place? Looks like a photo studio. I heard that Zhao Xiaozhuang used to work in a photo studio. Tianyu met her there. What's wrong? Nothing. Officer, you tend to keep your thoughts in your mind. You can tell me if something's wrong. Miss Chen, I hope you won't mind what I'm about to say. I think you know the Tian family too well. It seems to me you've gone out of your way to investigate them. You had to come to Qingtang and covered a story previously, right? You seem to know a lot. You are right. I was a newspaper journalist before coming here as a volunteer teacher. After the case occurred, I investigated the Tian family. It was an old habit from my previous job. That's why you said you'd send the evidence you found to the press. Since I've spilled the beans about myself, can you tell me how you found out about my previous visit to Qingtang to cover a story here? It's complicated. I'll tell you later. Hey, you can't do that. I answered your question. I think I heard the sound of a camera shutter. Miss Chen, let's investigate this place first. Okay, you have to answer my question after the investigation is done. A question for a question. It's fair. She was a journalist. How did we know about her past? Again? Was she the one that wrote the newspaper article that we saw? Yes, we'll see. A toy dog that can make noises. Great. A decorative door with a bouquet hanging from it. God, this baby's not gonna move, right? Okay. There's a photo coming out down there. What the heck is in this photo? It's a it's a photo sticker. It's popular these days. When I was in university, girls in my class loved taking these. What did they look like? They came like straight out of a shoujo manga. The theme of the photo was set in advance. Why do students like this kind of thing nowadays? I don't look good in the photo. It makes me look fat. Miss Chen, look, in this photo, there's something behind us. A black photo frame. But there are no frames in the backdrop. Maybe something's wrong with the backdrop. Let's investigate. Obtain photo sticker. Something here? The backdrop is made of paper. Tear the backdrop open. Oh. Backdrop fragment and a black photo frame. A happy family. Xiaozhuang, look at the house my dad built for us. It's so spacious. This place has great feng shui too. You can see the mountains and waters as you open the window. It looks a bit empty. I think we should get some flowers and plants to decorate it. Xiaozhuang, You're a photographer, so you understand this better than I do. Can you take care of this? It's us again. There's a basket of flowers in full bloom on the ground. Flower fragment 3. Flower fragment 2. Flower fragment 1. Flower fragment 4. And a lot of my memories with Tianyu are left here. These memories seem sweet, but unlike photos, they can't be preserved forever. What does that mean? The room looks a lot better now. You're definitely professional. Oh yes, Xiaozhuang. The baby is about to come to the world. We have to prepare some small toys. You have good taste. Pick some toys. So, wait. She's pregnant? Or... God, that is not a cute doll. Not at all a cute doll. Xiaozhuang, thanks for the hard work. Our kid will love it. Okay, so it is... By the way, my parents mentioned that you were probably exhausted running the photo studio alone. You can move to my hometown, then you can focus on caring for our kid. Don't worry about money. My dad has asked someone to find me a job. I'll start earning money once I start the job. My past is riddled with holes. Will my future be fulfilling? Phone. We're back in the Tian family home. Xiaozhuang, hurry up. Hurry up and find the passbook. Mom, what happened? Miss Zhang was arrested by the police. Your father-in-law and I are thinking about paying some people to meet her again. Miss Zhang? This is bad. How can I see you in the future? Mom, don't worry. How much do you need? Who's Miss... Who? Who's Miss Zhang? Wait, oh, is it... Oh, the witch? The witch. The witch. It doesn't matter. How much do we have? Okay, because her name was always in question marks when she had dialogue. But she is Miss Zhang, I think. The grandma mentioned it. Okay, Mom, I'll go get the money now. This is like an absurd drama. It feels like my husband has died again. But I'm not as sad as I was when it happened the first time. I even feel a sense of relief. The made-up Tianyu is like a bottomless pit, but they madly throw their money and energy into it. I'm afraid of this madness. I'm afraid it'll devour Fang Fang. And now this madness has finally come to an end. Okay, so it was the witch. The person in the portrait disappeared, leaving only the black background. There are two paper dolls sitting in the seats in front of the TV. Grandma and the grandpa. The door is gone. The wall seems to be torn open. A scarlet brick wall is revealed behind it. Where is Miss Chen? Again. Door's locked. The portrait again. A portrait appears on the wall out of nowhere. The door. This is Fang Fang's room, right? There's a crack on the wall. Tear open the crack. It's a person. Wall fragment 2. There's a diary with a combination lock on the table. There might be clues to the combination. You are indeed correct. It seems the pattern on the two pieces of paper can be combined. I'll put them together and take a look. You call that combined? What is that? What is that? So we have some clocks. Oh no, these are a combination. Okay, yes, numbers, but what numbers? I hate this game. (922), that's Fang Fang's birthday. The style of the cover page doesn't look like a child's diary. Perhaps this is Zhao Xiaozhuang's diary. Let's see what's written inside. (19th May). Today, father and mother went to visit Old Lady Zhang. Old Lady Zhang was arrested for fraud and superstitious activities. She might be in prison for a long time. I have no idea what father and mother said to Old Lady Zhang, but they looked less distressed on the way back. Fang Fang's artwork. Miss Chen said Fang Fang had talents in arts. She could try participating in some competitions. It would help her further her education. 26th of May. A few days ago, mother said she wanted to spend more time with Fang Fang. She wanted Fang Fang to sleep with her that night. I wanted to see Fang Fang in mother's room, but the door was locked. I don't know if I'm being paranoid, but I always feel that someone is watching me. I found a dead crow in our yard this morning. I buried her. Today, a sapling grew from the place where the crow was buried. Some of the leaves on the sapling had turned yellow. It looked ugly if not pruned. Xiaozhuang. Zhao Xiaozhuang. Zhao Xiaozhuang. Is it supposed to be? Mom. Why are you staying up so late? I felt like someone was on the balcony just now, so I came and had a look. The plant seems to be moved, and there are a few dried leaves on the ground that have just been trimmed off. That is Yu's favorite plant. Before Miss Zhang was arrested, Yu had often asked about this plant through her. Perhaps Yu was worried about it, so he came back to have a look. I'll ask the witch in the neighboring town tomorrow. I have been uneasy ever since Miss Zhang was arrested. Mom, don't worry. Dad should be able to find a solution. You're right. The balcony's windy. Don't catch a cold. Get some rest early. You too. Sound of eating is coming from the... That is not the sound of eating. Who's eating? Our love is harder than metal. The diary is locked by a chain, and there is a ring in the groove of the lock. We need another ring to unlock this diary. I've passed the woods when I came to the Tian's house. This is the Tian family's ancestral graveyard. After the Tian family died, they were buried here. Follow me, Miss Chen. Miss Chen, what's wrong? I think I heard Fang Fang's voice. She asked me to follow her. Follow her? I don't know what she meant, but it's foggy and there are a lot of branches on the road here. It'd be easy to get lost. We need to pay attention to the surroundings. Yeah. What? Pitch black ahead. A piece of paper is stuck to the tree trunk. My body will not rot in the mud. Like a bird, I'll die in the sky. I've seen this poem at the crime scene. I heard that it's Zhao Xiaozhuang's suicide note. I wonder what happened the day of the incident that caused Zhao Xiaozhuang to leave such a suicide note. I believe we'll find the answer soon. Only one way to go. It's the fish. There's a plate of fish in front of the grave. A red scale is particularly eye-catching. A pale finger appeared from the opening. There's a ring on the finger. Paper dolls appeared at a distance. Their gazes are cold. Heck. July 7th. Someone had secretly eaten the fish in the kitchen again. I cannot remember how many times it was. Tianyu was the only person who loved to eat fish other than Fang Fang. I had no intention to scare myself, but what is going on? I found some cigarette stubs while cleaning up the house. The only person who smoked in this house was Tianyu. What is going on? Was Tianyu back? I went to the bathroom to get some sleeping pills, otherwise I could not sleep. I had started to believe that Tianyu had returned. He must be watching me in the corner. I couldn't stand it anymore. Tianyu was around me. He's back. He's back. He's back. Was he really back? Xiaozhuang, I miss you. Mom. Xiaozhuang, my leg is in pain again. Will you go to the pharmacy and pick up some medicine for me? Go to the one in the west of town. Don't go to Ye's clinic. Sure. Get some rest, Mom. Don't push yourself too hard. It's an old injury. I'll be fine. Xiaozhuang, you don't look too well lately. Are you alright? I'm fine, Mom. It's probably because I haven't been sleeping well. By the way, Mom, about Fang Fang going to school in the city, what do you both think? Miss Chen told me that since Fang Fang won a city's art contest, won a city's contest, applying for a school in the city should be easy. It's not convenient for me to go to the city, and your father-in-law isn't willing to go. We only have a few more years to live. We'd like to spend more time with Fang Fang. Can you let her stay in this town for a few more years? Okay. The funeral parlor. My mother-in-law wouldn't allow me to go to Dr. Ye's clinic to get medicine. The other pharmacy is in the west of town. Keep going left and I'll get there. Uncle Wang, I would like a pack of cigarettes. The store owner. Why are you staring at me? What's the matter? Have you seen a ghost? You don't recognize me? I'm Tianyu. Tianyu? You switched off your lights at night. No wonder you cannot recognize me. Stop staring at me. Give me my cigarettes. I'm in a hurry. Sure. Oh, I forgot to bring a lighter. Would you give me a light? Are you? You really want to smoke? Uncle Wang, why are you acting weird today? Are you refusing to give me a light? No. Here you go. That's weird. Why is it not lighting up? Let me try. Uncle Wang, why am I here? Who gave me this pack of cigarettes? Xiaozhuang, you bought it. You were alone this whole time. No one else was with you. I don't have a strong heart. Don't scare me like that. It all makes sense. Mom is getting more and more weird lately. She takes care of the flowers that Dad planted, smokes the cigarettes that Dad smoked, and does a lot of things that Dad liked to do. What happened to Mom? So, Zhao Xiaozhuang was possessed by Tianyu's spirit? This is absurd. No wonder Wang Jingcai said Zhao Xiaozhuang was mad after the Tian family murder case. I would think the same thing if I saw it, but I still think something doesn't make sense. Don't you see something strange about this? Every time Zhao Xiaozhuang behaved weirdly, her mother-in-law was nearby, as if she was secretly monitoring her. It could be a coincidence. Being in the same place while living under the same roof is pretty normal. Unless the coincidence happened again. Is Zhao Xiaozhuang back? This is Zhao Xiaozhuang's bedroom. If this was her, she'd just walk in. She wouldn't have knocked. I'll see who it is. Who is knocking at our door? Where do you want to see through? The window or the door seam? Does it matter? The window, right? We get a clearer view? A distorted human figure has appeared outside the door. You're unable to identify the person. There are two shadows dividing the light shining through the seam. Someone is standing outside the door. The person is coming through the door. Find a place to hide now. Miss Chen, hide in the closet. Mom, Dad, Fang Fang, food is ready. Phew, that was close. I think I heard Fang Fang's voice just now. I felt like she pulled me into the closet. I felt that too. I feel like Fang Fang has been helping us even at the ancestral graveyard. By the way, did you see who that person was? It should be Tian Xiangrong. But if Tian Xiangrong has a key, why did he knock before entering? I think he was checking if anyone was in the room. See, I knew that Zhao Xiaozhuang's in-laws were suspicious. Maybe they were behind Zhao Xiaozhuang's spirit possession. Anyway, let's continue investigating the vicinity. He might have left something here. Someone had opened the diary. Candle. It said, "Come back." Parents shed tears drenching their clothes. Something. Someone is sobbing outside the window. Come back. The underworld is dangerous. Come back. The water under Nai Bridge is cold. There's a black bridge up ahead. Illuminate the road ahead with bright candles. Bribe the ghost guards with spirit money. Leave your money here and you shall pass. Leave here if you did not take the money with you. It's the... Boat? Focus on what lies ahead and don't care about the past. What lies ahead? Sprinkle brown rice on the path home. Guide the spirit back with a plain flag. I feel like I'm going in circles. Is this right? What? Where did Miss Chen go? Where are we? That's the real question. Come back, come back, come back to your warm home. Come back, come back, come back to your family's embrace. We put a lot of effort to be reunited. We can't afford any mistake. Xiaozhuang, the fish is steaming on the stove. Keep an eye on the fire in case it goes out. Sinner, though he did not rob graves, he benefited from them. His sins are unforgivable. He will suffer 163.84 million years of dismemberment in his father's stead. He must not leave until his term is due. On the slate lies a bloody person. The ring on his hand is particularly conspicuous. This is the ring that pairs with Zhao Xiaozhuang's. So this is Tianyu. Is this person Tianyu? Provide the flesh to stay, seal the wandering soul in the embrace of your wife. Xiaozhuang, eat the fish, it's delicious. Your mom made this especially for you. Tianyu being tortured here all along. There's no way he could possess Zhao Xiaozhuang. Then what was summoned by the Tians? Was Zhao Xiaozhuang really possessed? Grandpa, Grandma. Mom doesn't like fish. Don't force her to eat it. No, your dad likes fish, so your mom does too. Hurry up, you'll definitely like it. Come on, dig in. Mom, the fish is really delicious. Where did Xiaozhuang go? Scorching flames suddenly rise from the brazier next to the slate. The diary in the brazier has been burned to pieces. The plastic lock has melted due to the high temperature. The diary cannot be opened because the melted lock is stuck onto the pages inside. I don't know if something new was written on it. And I'm not sure if Zhao Xiaozhuang was really possessed by something, or for some reason she pretended to be possessed by Tianyu and deceived everyone. The diary is like a pawn that has been used and abandoned. The secrets inside might be buried forever in this endless hell with Tianyu. Do you still want to continue investigating the Tian family's murder case? Who is that? A mirror? An old dusty cloth is covering a full-length mirror. The mirror is reflecting a familiar figure. Yo, it's been a long time. Last time I saw you, you were still in the police academy, right? What case were you working on? A murder case in which the body was hidden. Oh yeah, you helped the police find the body. I heard that you were given an exception to transfer to the criminal investigation department right after you graduated because of this. This police uniform suits you well. Why are you here? Hey, why are you so obsessed with the Tian family's case? Does it matter who the murderer is? They're dead anyway. I'm a cop now. It's my duty to bring justice to the dead. Where did you learn this cliché? Even if you did find the murderer, will it do you any good? Remember, you have to handle more big cases and collect more honors. Give up this case. There's a bigger case right in front of you. What case? You know it. I don't know what you're talking about. Then answer me. Why did you allow Chen Qingsui to get involved in the investigation? She knows the Tian family well. She knows the Tian family very well. I believe she can provide a lot of clues. You're avoiding the main point. She seems reliable and she's helped a lot. Oh please, who would believe these excuses? I know you don't want to answer my question. You haven't changed at all. You like to keep secrets. Let me tell you, by allowing Miss Chen to join you in the investigation, you can take the opportunity to learn more about the tomb robbery Tian Xiangrong partook in. You know it's a big case. If you can bring down an entire grave robbing syndicate, you'll gain a lot of contributions. Miss Chen and Fang Fang were close, so you want to get more clues from Miss Chen. Did I get you wrong? I know exactly what you're thinking. I'm different now. Yes, you grew a little taller and a little more mature, but you still haven't changed. You need more approval and honors. I know that nothing will come from investigating the Tian family murder case, but I want to get the answer to the question that has been bothering me all the time. It's right here. What's the question? Since you can read my mind, why ask me? Lin, you can't change the outcome of the case. This place is the Criminal Investigation Department. So is everyone's past tied together? This is the electricity room, right? Oh, wait. There's some materials of the Tian family's case in the cabinet. Which do you want to read up on? Poison and fingerprints. Tets, commonly known as rat poison, was detected in Zhao Xiaozhuang's sleeping pills. Some of the capsules inside the medicine bottle were filled with rat poison. The sleeping pills were purchased from the town's clinic 3 months before the incident. Poisonous components were not detected in the same batch of sleeping pills. This basically ruled out the possibility of poisoning by the clinic's staff. There are 3 different fingerprints on the bottle cap. One is from Zhao Xiaozhuang, the other 2 fingerprints are still being matched. The townspeople said that Zhao Xiaozhuang behaved strangely before the incident. She was suspected to suffer from schizophrenia. There weren't any obvious conflicts within the Tian family. Combining the note suspected to be Zhao Xiaozhuang's suicide note that she left at the crime scene, we speculate she suffered from mental illness and had suicidal thoughts long before the incident. In conclusion, Zhao Xiaozhuang has been suicidal for a long period of time. Due to her mental illness, she put the poison she intended to commit suicide with inside the Kongyi. This caused the death of the 3 other members of the Tian family. That doesn't seem... Outsiders have no idea that the Tian family has a strained relationship. Even Zhao Xiaozhuang's madness could be a disguise. But if I share these facts with Captain Liu, will they believe me? There's gotta be a different motive. Hello, this is Chen. Hello, Miss Chen. This is Zhao Xiaozhuang. Miss Zhao, Fang Fang's transfer has been approved. Thank you so much, Miss Chen. I didn't do much. Fang Fang is a good kid. Seeing the outside world will create more opportunities for her development. By the way, are Fang Fang's grandparents okay with it? Last time you said that her grandparents did not want her to leave the town. They ended up agreeing with the idea. Good to hear that. Miss Chen, I also found the thing you were looking for. I'll send it to you when I get the chance. Miss Zhao, you're a great help. I'm the one who should thank you. Without your help, Fang Fang and I would not be able to leave this place. Oh, they're coming back soon. Keep in touch. So they were planning on leaving. You disappeared again. I've been looking all over for you. Miss Chen, what is this thing you were looking for that Zhao Xiaozhuang mentioned? Since you found out, I'll tell you about it. When I was a journalist, I came to Qingtang to cover a story. I heard that Tian Xiangrong and Wang Jingcai were selling cultural relics. The press asked me to come to Qingtang under the guise of a volunteer teacher. After further investigation, I discovered that Tian Xiangrong used to work in a bank. He habitually recorded each transaction on his ledger. Tian Xiangrong had some big-name clients, so you can guess how important this ledger was to him. So you used Fang Fang to approach the Tian family. Because of Fang Fang, Zhao Xiaozhuang and I slowly got to know each other. She wanted to take Fang Fang out of Qingtang, but Tian Xiangrong and his wife wouldn't allow her. So I made a deal with Zhao Xiaozhuang. She helped me find the ledger, and I promised her that once Tian Xiangrong and his accomplices were arrested, she could leave Qingtang with Fang Fang safely. Miss Chen, have you got the ledger? Before I could get it, Fang Fang's family had been murdered, and I don't know where the ledger is. Now many things are starting to make sense. Officer, What did you find out from your investigation? So that's the motive we were looking for. Sorry, Miss Chen. Since you shared so much information, I don't want to hide anything from you. But this isn't the time yet. I still need to investigate something important. Where? I found information on the bottle that contained the poison, and on the bottle cap there are 3 fingerprints. Perhaps the key to solve the Tian family's case lies in these 3 fingerprints. Let's try to find a match for the fingerprints in the Tian family's house. Fingerprints. There's a roll of tape on the cabinet. That should be useful. There's one. Grandmother's room. The diary mentioned that Fang Fang slept with her grandma in the same room. They were probably worried that the soul summoning ritual would affect Fang Fang. There's a fingerprint on the clock with a unique residue. Number 2. Now, all the corresponding fingerprints on the bottle cap are collected. After matching the fingerprints, I should be able to figure out the culprit behind the poisoning. Chapter 5, The Bird. We have confirmed Zhao Xiaozhuang's fingerprint. We can start matching the 3 fingerprint samples that we have collected just now. Fingerprint 1 is Zhao Xiaozhuang. Fingerprint 2... Oh. Mom, what are you doing? Nothing. Have you finished your homework? Yes, I finished it. Mom, are you sick? I'm okay. These are sleeping pills. They help me sleep better. Can I have one, Mom? You're a kid. You don't have enough worries to keep you up all night. Will all of your worries be gone after having this? Yeah, I wake up without any worries. I see. That's why you look a lot happier lately. Oh yeah, my birthday's coming up soon. Of course, I remember. I'll buy you a big cake. Yes. Listen to me. Kids cannot take this medicine. Fang Fang is a good kid, so don't touch it, okay? Okay, I won't touch it. Judging by the size, it's a child's fingerprint with some traces of crayon on it. This is probably Fang Fang's fingerprint. Fang Fang's fingerprint. Why would Fang Fang steal the sleeping pills? Let's match the last fingerprint first. The residue in the front of the fingerprint is quite unique. That's the residue from the scratch-off part of a lottery ticket. This fingerprint is probably Tian Xiangrong's. Tian Xiangrong. Hey, are you sure you want to do this? I think I can handle seeing you once a week. Don't you want to see you every day? Of course I do, but... You've seen it yourself. She's really possessed by you. Miss Zhang said that if Xiao Zhuang's soul leaves her body when we summon Yu's soul over, he can stay in her body forever. That way, our son will live with us again. Don't worry, the poison I got is strong. She will die quietly, so the body can remain complete. Poisoning an adult to death, I'm afraid we'll get caught. If anyone asks, just say that our daughter-in-law has gone mad and committed suicide by taking rat poison. I've told Wang Jingcai, he'll testify. Is he trustworthy? We have worked together for many years. He has never leaked anything. If I get caught, he won't get away as well. Alright then. Tian Xiangrong is the one who poisoned. I told you, Zhao Xiaozhuang is innocent. She wouldn't ever harm Fang Fang. Miss Chen, it shouldn't be that simple. Tian Xiangrong laced the sleeping pills with poison. He knew Zhao Xiaozhuang was the only person who took them. He was a very cautious person. He wouldn't put the poison into the Kongyi. Then who put the poison in the Kongyi? Now I only have one speculation. The Tian family's murder case was an accident, but it was also the inevitable result of an accumulation of conflicts. Do you mean? It began with the death of Tianyu. Tianyu died from epilepsy. After his death, the Tian family grieved for a long time. Missing their son, Tianyu's mother repeatedly asked Miss Zhang, a witch, to summon Yu's soul. And the catalyst of the events was Miss Zhang's arrest. I guess after Miss Zhang was arrested, Tian Xiangrong paid her to get the soul summoning method. Soul summoning requires a living person for the soul to attach itself to. Zhao Xiaozhuang was the best choice for the Tians. Maybe Fang Fang overheard the secret regarding their soul summoning plans. And she told Zhao Xiaozhuang about this. So Zhao Xiaozhuang decided to play along and pretended to be possessed by Tianyu. Wait a minute. Why did Zhao Xiaozhuang pretend to be Tian? Miss Chen, do you forget? Tian Xiangrong and his wife didn't allow Fang Fang to study in the city at first, but then they suddenly agreed. Could it be Zhao Xiaozhuang pretended to be Tianyu so she could persuade them? Yes, Zhao Xiaozhuang hoped to bring Fang Fang out of this town, but her in-laws didn't allow it. And the only person in the family who could convince the grandparents was the deceased Tianyu. Zhao Xiaozhuang's plan went well, and Fang Fang was allowed to study in the city. However, she underestimated how much her in-laws missed Tianyu. The soul summoning ritual can only be held once in 7 days, but Tian Xiangrong wanted to see Tianyu every day, which triggered his murderous plan. So, the actual person who put the poison in was... She was the person who witnessed everything but couldn't understand what happened. Miss Chen, you should know what I'm talking about. No, that's impossible. This is currently the most reasonable explanation. The fingerprints on the bottle cap aren't the key to solving the case. The order of the fingerprints is. Fang Fang stole the sleeping pills after Tian Xiangrong laced them with poison. What she stole was poison. If I'm correct, what happened on the day of the incident? Mom. Xiaozhuang, I've had a cough over the last few days. Will you get me some medicine? The one from Kangjiang. The brand's medicine works well. Okay. Also, Aunt Lee said that you went to Ye for medicine. How many times have I told you not to go to his clinic? Mom, his clinic is legitimate and his medicine is good and cheap. Legitimate my ass, he couldn't even treat you. Hurry up. Alright. My grandparents have never smiled since Dad died. Grandma burns incense and prays to Buddha every day. Grandpa always hides on the balcony and cries secretly. I hope they'll stop being sad. My grandma and grandpa said today is the soul summoning day. Actually, I know that Mom was pretending to be Dad, just like the old lady. Every time she pretended to be Dad, Mom had to eat fish, which she hated. Grandma said that Mom loves me and Dad very much, so she will do things that she doesn't like. Was it because she loved me that she ate the fish? But I don't want Mom to do things she doesn't like just because she loves me. I hope Mom can do what she likes. Mom said there would be no worries after taking this medicine. I hope that when I wake up, Mom, Grandpa, and Grandma will be happy. Fang Fang, what are you doing? Mom forgot to turn the stove off when she went out, so I'm helping her watch it. She's too forgetful. Save some food for her. Let's eat first. Mom, I'm back. Fang Fang? Fang Fang? Mom, what are you doing? We're leaving this place after the National Day. I'm packing up our clothes. Mom, this white dress is gorgeous. Why didn't you wear it? Mom is too old for this. No, I think you're still young. Please wear this next time we go to the park. I want to take photos of you. I'm really glad you are such a sweet girl, Fang Fang. The dress is a bit wrinkled. Let me iron it. You jinx, you're no good until you're dead. Why did this happen? Miss Chen, I'll try to report our findings to my superior, but the evidence is lacking, so it's very likely that... I understand. That's not the result I want to see either. Would people believe that Fang Fang accidentally poisoned the family out of good intentions? They'd only think that Fang Fang killed the whole family due to mischievousness. Mischievous? Sorry for taking all your time for nothing, Officer Lin. This place seems to have changed back. Miss Chen, there's nothing left to be investigated. I want to tell you one more thing before we leave. I lied to you. I got the ledger before the incident occurred, and I've sent it to the press. It's okay, Miss Chen. Handing it to the press is the same thing as handing it to us. It's good as long as we can expose Tian Xiangrong's transactions with his buyers. What does that mean, though? Why is that significant? That she handed it over before. Something still doesn't add up. Officer Lin, I think I have left something back in the Tian's house. I'll be right back. Sure you will. Hello? Hi, Chief, it's me. I've received the ledger. No one else has read it, right? I'm the only one. Why are the names of our company executives on it? That happened a long time ago, and the laws weren't strictly enforced at that time. So, will their names be published? Some of the names on it can be made public. Some can't for now. And some can never be known to the public. After all, it's good now that we've got the ledger. You've done a fantastic job. The credit is not mine. I've heard about what happened to the Tian family. What a shame that we weren't able to thank Miss Zhao in person. Don't get too hung up on it. Also, now that Tian Xiangrong is dead, the buyers might search his house for the ledger. It isn't safe for you to stay there. You should return as soon as possible. Chief, I have to prepare for class. Being a volunteer teacher is nothing but a disguise. Don't fall too deep into the role. I'll send someone to pick you up tomorrow. How does that sound? Can you give me 3 more days? I want to sort some stuff out. And I have another request. After the article is published, can you remove my name from it? Why? We'll talk when we meet, Chief. Okay, make sure you stay safe. Did Miss Chen make it back? Where did Miss Chen go? Have you seen Miss Chen? How long has it last been since she came to school? Has she gone missing? How can she be missing? Greetings, residents. This is a notice for a missing person. Miss Chen, a local female primary school teacher, has been missing for 3 days. Miss Chen left the school on the night of the 23rd. Her whereabouts are currently unknown. She was wearing a white blouse, long blue skirt, red hairband, and was carrying a red umbrella when she disappeared. If any residents know the whereabouts of Miss Chen, please inform the office. In addition, we'll organize an aquatic search and rescue. We hope that seasoned swimmers and divers can participate actively. I'd also like to remind everyone that there has been a lot of rain during the season, and the roads near the river are slippery, so pay attention while driving. Miss Chen, female, age 27, grade 3 Chinese teacher in Qingtang Primary School. She was missing after leaving the school on the 23rd, last seen wearing a white blouse, long blue skirt, red hairband, and carried a red umbrella. Where do you think she went? I heard that it rained on the day she disappeared. Do you think it's possible that she fell into the river? Tian's granddaughter was Miss Chen's student. Nothing good has happened to anyone who got close to that family. Right? People have been saying they received calls from Tian's daughter-in-law in the middle of the night. I also heard that the town is going to hold a memorial for Miss Chen. Why would they hold a memorial when they haven't even found the body? Miss Chen is young and single. It'd be ominous that she died away from home. If they had performed a ritual earlier, the spirits wouldn't have caused so much trouble. Students. Kids, what are you doing? We're here to look for Miss Chen. People have been saying that Miss Chen fell into the water and drowned. But we believe she'll come back. Grandma said if we release lanterns into the water, the people who fell into the water will follow the lanterns and find their way back. It's dangerous to go near the river. I'll help you release the lanterns. Okay, thank you, Mr. Officer. Miss Chen. Officer, what brought you here? I'm looking for you. So are many people. Sorry for worrying you all. A lot of things have happened recently. My mind is a mess. All my troubles seem to disappear every time I come here. What is this place? This is an empty field behind my house. When I was little, I accidentally fell into a dry well while I was playing here. It was at night and I was very scared. I had no idea how much time had passed, and I inadvertently looked up. And I saw something that I'd never forget for my whole life. I seemed to have forgotten my fear. I was just staring at the bright starry sky. Then someone dropped a rope down to me. I slowly climbed up the rope. As I climbed closer to the top, my range of vision grew wider. As soon as I made it out of the dry well, the entire starry sky stretched out before me. But I didn't find the person who dropped the rope down, and I didn't tell my parents about this when I got home. I thought it was just an unforgettable childhood experience that stuck with me. But after spending some time in Qingtang, I finally understood. The children here are like me when I was trapped in the well. They can only look up and see a little part of the starry sky. I want to be the one who throws the rope to them. I want these children to go out and see the world. Miss Chen, I know you want to help these children. They are also waiting for you to return. It's time. We can use this rope to climb out of here. By the way, Miss Chen, something just came to my mind. I promised you I'd tell you how I obtained those clues when the Tian family's case is solved. There's no need. I got the gist of it. You're different from everyone else. This could be destiny. You're destined to be a cop who seeks justice for the dead. I'll try to be that person, Miss Chen. I believe in you. By the way, officer, I can't climb up by myself. Will you climb up there, then drag me up? I'm not heavy. You can definitely do it. How did she get down here in the first place? Where did Miss Chen go? No one knows. Maybe she went somewhere far away and will return someday. Or maybe she has become one of the stars in the Milky Way. You're finally awake. You fainted twice tonight. That's serious. Tonight? Jun, Captain Lu, why am I here? Huh, you even asked the same thing twice. You passed out in a bathroom. If no one had found you, you would have had to lie on the floor all night. Bathroom? Was there a broken mirror with a rose in there? Yes, there was one with a rose pattern. My speculation was right. I entered that world when I looked at the mirror of the bathroom. In the mirror of the bathroom in the Tian's house. Captain, is Lin Lixun always like this? Did he bump his head? He just woke up. He's still trying to figure out what happened. Jun, I have to report to our superiors about the case. Stay here and take care of him. Captain, is there any progress on the Tian family's case? Do you know about that case? Yes, that's exactly why I went to the Tian's house to investigate. That's perfect. It'll save us time from explaining. Basically, there's a new suspect in the case. Who is it? You probably met him before. He's the doctor in this clinic, Ye Jingxiang. Is there any evidence? We searched the Tian's house again and discovered that some of the salt in the kitchen was laced with rat poison. The bag of salt had been resealed and barely left any traces. This can never be done in just 1 or 2 attempts. The clues led us to the clinic's storage room. We found large amount of similar salt packets there. It's likely he practiced many times to ensure that the seal was intact. And Ye Jingxiang had a motive for murder. I heard about the grudge between Tian Xiangrong and Ye Jingxiang. There's still something that doesn't make sense. Right, but there's no way to continue the investigation. The suspect is dead. I'm afraid this case will become an unsolved case. Ye Jingxiang is dead? Yeah, he was burned to death. It happened near the Tian's house. Ye Jingxiang's car was completely burned. All that was left was the frame. We found a body in it suspected to be Ye Jingxiang. It's been delivered to Miss Song for an autopsy. How did the car catch on fire? There were a lot of fireworks in the car. Perhaps Ye Jingxiang was transporting them from the city for someone else. We also found cigarette butts in the car. Ye Jingxiang was probably smoking while driving, and a cigarette butt accidentally dropped on the fireworks and ignited them. Zhenming, have you checked if Ye Jingxiang was a smoker? Well, he secretly smoked and was seen by several of his patients. He did smoke. I saw him do it. I was gonna say, the more you want to hide it, the more likely you'll get caught. Anyway, why did he hide the fact that he was a smoker? The more you want to hide it, the more likely you'll get caught. What's wrong? That's incorrect. There's something wrong. He must have thought about something. Don't disturb him. Do you want to smoke? Oh, don't tell anyone about me smoking. I always tell the old folks here to smoke less, and I can't justify it if they found out I smoke too. Now that I think about it, Ye Jingxiang seemed to have deliberately smoked in front of me. But why did he pretend to smoke? Why would he pretend to smoke? Uncle Wang, why am I here? Who gave me this pack of cigarettes? Xiaozhuang, my leg is in pain again. Will you go to the pharmacy and pick up some medicine for me? Go to the one in the west of town. Don't go to Ye's clinic. Sure. Get some rest, Mom. Don't push yourself too hard. Dr. Ye, will this plan really work? Who do you think has the most say in the Tian family after Tianyu's death? My father-in-law? No, it's still Tianyu. You also know your in-laws trusted the witch very much before. But who they believed in is not the witch, it's Tianyu. This is a rare opportunity. You need to pretend to be possessed by Tianyu and get your in-laws' trust. That way, you'll get the chance to escape with Fang Fang. But will they believe it? Miss Zhao, did Tianyu smoke? Yeah, he used to smoke the same brand of cigarettes you do. I don't smoke. A patient's family member gave it to me just now. I'm just holding the cigarette in my hand, and you mistakenly thought I smoke. Apply the same principle. Do what Tianyu often did. After a while, they'll believe the soul summoning is working. Lastly, you need to mimic one key behavior to convince them that you're truly possessed. It's something you would never do. I hate eating fish. I feel sick every time I smell it. I've never had a bite of fish since I married into the Tian family, but Tianyu loved eating fish. Then you'll slowly adapt to eating fish during this period of time. I can prescribe some anti-vomiting medicine for you. However, the medicine's efficacy is limited, and the adaptation process will be painful. I understand. I'll do anything as long as I can get Fang Fang out of here. Two murders? Two plot lines. Captain Liu, Ye Jingxiang's death is too strange. I don't have time to explain now. I want to take a look at his body. No problem. I'll handle things on Xinghui's side. Zhenming, set up roadblocks on the main roads in town. Report to me right away if you encounter anyone suspicious. Roger that. He's not going anywhere on my watch. I'll wait for the outcome. Understood, Captain. I won't let you down. What? Is there a third party in here? They got third partied? The autopsy room is at the end of the hallway. Tian family's crime scene photos are hanging on the wall. Exploring the Tian's house was like a dream. After learning what everyone in the Tian family went through, I feel surreal looking at the way they died, as if I just woke up from a dream. The charred skeleton can be vaguely seen through the white cloth. The strong smell of fireworks greets you alongside the remaining warmth. It's as if the bones are still burning deep inside. Who are you? Are you Xinghui? I'm Lin. I'm new here. Oh, are you the rookie who passed out during the first dispatch? Never mind. Zhenming wasn't any better when he just joined the team. Captain Liu told me beforehand. You want to know if this body is my senior schoolmate? Yeah. Your senior schoolmate? Ah, I used to call him like that. Are you and Dr. Ye graduated from the same school? We both graduated from Shangcheng Medical University. He graduated 2 years earlier than me. Did Dr. Ye study forensics as well? I would say he was half forensic. Well, during an anatomy class, Ye found something wrong with the organ of a donated corpse that died from a heart attack. Later, the lecturer invited the head of forensic medicine department, a renowned individual in forensic science, Professor Liu, to perform an autopsy. After Professor Liu's autopsy, it was determined that the donated corpse was killed by medicine that can cause myocardial infarction. The suspect was arrested soon after that, and Ye became a star on campus. Professor Liu hoped that Ye could work with him. Although Ye's department didn't let him go, he investigated many cases with Professor Liu. That's why Dr. Ye said he knew a lot of the cops. Yeah, everyone thought Ye was a rising star in the forensics field, but after graduation, he opened a small clinic in town. I heard that it was because his parents didn't want him to become a forensic doctor. They believed that this job would bring them bad luck. Professor Liu was also my supervisor. He seemed devastated every time this was brought up. Sorry for talking too much. It's okay. I want to know more about Dr. Ye anyway. Let's get down to business. You wanted to know if this corpse is Ye Jingxiang, right? Yes, and we need to do it as soon as possible because we're running out of time. It won't be easy because Ye Jingxiang was adopted and we couldn't find his blood relatives for many years. Additionally, there are too many samples in the clinic. Analyzing them one by one will take too long. There's a way to determine it in a short time. Oh, what is it? I see. I didn't expect you to know this. So, is this method feasible? It surely is, but the bones are severely damaged. Putting the bones back into their original arrangement is a lot of work. My trainee superior scent hasn't arrived yet. If I do this alone, it will take a long time. So is there any other way? I was hinting that you should help me. Oh man, that would go here? Yes. This probably goes here. God, that crunch. Your hypothesis was right. Thanks for your hard work. I'll report this to Captain Liu. I know it's bad news regardless of whether Dr. Ye is dead or alive. There may be hidden truth in this case. We'll definitely find him and ask him for the truth. Him? Okay, thanks. You can use the phone in the office to contact Captain Liu. Him? Him? So that wasn't Dr. Ye. So who was that? Hey, Captain Liu. How are things going over there? How could you determine it by a corpse or by a skeleton unless you were checking for, like, gender based off of skeletal structure? So if that was a female... We have confirmed that the body isn't Ye Jingxiang. Good. Good thing you noticed something was off. You can always find clues that others can't, just like your dad. We're going to check the bus stations and train stations. He's not going anywhere. Captain, can I ask you a favor? A favor? Incinerate, Chapter 7. Ye Jingxiang. Officer? How did you know it was me before I even started to talk? This was when we got the phone call in the house. Almost no one knows this number. You answered a call from this number at the public phone market owned by the Tians. I guess you memorized the number back then. You're very smart, Ye Jingxiang. You almost fooled everyone. No, this is right now. But not you. If you had taken that train just now, your plan would have succeeded. Ye Jingxiang, we have you surrounded. I asked my superior for some time to ask you some questions alone. You got me. I have nothing to say. This isn't an interrogation. It's an equal communication. Someone once taught me to exchange questions for questions. You probably also have a lot of questions for me. What's the point of doing this? I know you didn't poison the family. I don't want to pin it on the wrong person, but I also want to know why you did what you've done. I don't know what you're talking about. You've treated me as a pawn ever since I entered the clinic. You led me to investigate the Tian family case because you have created a new suspect for the case. You pretended to be a smoker in front of me, so I'd believe you were burned to death in the fire due to your smoking habit. This way, Zhao Xiaozhuang could be cleared of charges and the real murderer would be burned to death while you escaped. I answered your question. Now it's your turn to answer mine. Why did you help Zhao Xiaozhuang escape the Tian family? I was trafficked here as a kid, but the townspeople are unaware of this. I barely shared this secret with people. Zhao Xiaozhuang was trapped here, just like me. I helped her, just like helping my patients. Her illness came from this place, so leaving here was her best treatment. It's my turn to ask a question. How did you discover I wasn't dead? Your plan was very thorough, but the corpse gave you away. Was that Wang Jingcai? Was that Wang Jingcai's corpse? Your ribs were broken by Tian Xiangrong. Under normal circumstances, even your ribs had recovered. There would be fibrocartilage calluses. Our forensics expert spent the whole night putting the ribs together and found out that the ribs didn't have any calluses. Seems like I underestimated your forensics expert. The forensic expert was none other than the student of the famous Professor Liu. She was your schoolmate. It's my turn to ask a question. Why did you try to take the blame? I've thought of the worst scenario when I helped Zhao Xiaozhuang develop an escape plan, but I didn't expect the situation would get much worse. After her death, people called her a madwoman, a psycho, a murderer, which I didn't expect either. It was my plan that killed Zhao Xiaozhuang and Fang Fang. I should be the one to bear the charges. Dr. Ye, no one could predict that things would go in that direction. That was just my first reason. My second reason. Since I was a child, my adoptive parents kept telling me that I was abandoned by my biological parents. My adoptive parents arranged a lot of things that I didn't want. I never resisted. I wanted to repay them for the kind act of nurturing me. They didn't tell me the truth until they were on their deathbeds. They'd been deceiving me for their whole life. After they passed away, I didn't shed a tear, nor did I feel relieved. The name Ye Jingxiang still traps me here. I wanted this name to bear all the charge, and I will start a new life with a new identity. Any other reasons? That counts as another question. It's my turn to ask. I left you with a question during our first call. How did you find these clues? There's a saying in the field of forensics that forensics is a profession that can communicate with the dead. Yes, but that's just an analogy. I can also communicate with the dead. I can see into their past. I know secrets that only the dead know. Perhaps this unreasonable answer is the most reasonable. Can you continue to answer that question now? The last reason. Leaving Qingtang was Zhao Xiaozhuang's will and her expectation of me. On the day of the incident, she came to the clinic to buy medicine. Dr. Ye, do you have any Kangjin brand's cough medicine? I happened to restock a batch recently. I'll get a pack for you. Thank you. Oh, Dr. Ye, Fang Fang and I will leave Qingtang next month. I came to say goodbye. I don't know if we'll have a chance to meet again in the future. Miss Zhao, the last step of the plan is that you have to go somewhere even I won't be able to find. The ideal scenario is to not meet up again. However, if we're destined to meet again, maybe we will meet somewhere in the world. Oh, a while ago, my father-in-law won 4 cruise tickets. My in-laws don't like to travel far, so I gave one to Miss Chen. And I wish to give you the last one. You've been in town for such a long time, you should go out and relax. Dr. Ye, the infusion bottle is almost empty. I'm sorry, it's autumn and there are many patients in the clinic. I'm overwhelmed. Miss Zhao, thank you for your kindness, but it's okay, I'll reserve it for you. Tell me if you want to go one day. Sure, thank you. She was a respectable person. She was not only saving herself, but me as well. I didn't understand at that time, but it was too late when I did. After she died, I told myself that I should try to leave. She wouldn't want you to leave in this way. But I'm the type of person that can't move forward without being pushed. And when I finally decided to move forward, I realized I was still trapped. You obviously had the opportunity to get in the train before I showed up. Officer Lin, do you see the mountains ahead? They're like piled up ashes. When I stare at them, I feel an indescribable confusion and fear. Maybe they're just a mass of lifeless ashes, or maybe they're still smoldering inside. I feel as if I can see my biological parents. Their figures are vague. They are wandering through the mountains like ghosts. Their mouths are open and they are calling out. Maybe calling my name. But I've forgotten my original name long ago. I didn't understand until then that I'm homeless. There isn't any place for me in the world. A home that was once warm, the people who can accompany me, have been buried in these mountains of ashes. Dr. Ye, do you have any questions? I have no more questions. I only have one request. Officer Lin, please forget the conversation that just happened. I'm the criminal who killed 3 Tian family members and caused Zhao Xiaozhuang to commit suicide. Ye Jingxiang, you're suspected of arson and desecration of a human corpse. You're under arrest in accordance with the law. After reinvestigation, the police discovered Ye Jingxiang falsified the evidence of him killing the Tian family. The identity of the burned corpse was also confirmed. It was Wang Jingcai, the owner of the small store. Ye Jingxiang was prosecuted for arson, desecration of a human corpse, and falsifying evidence. The Tian family murder case was back to its original state. The case was closed again. Actually, I still have one question for Ye Jingxiang. I want to know if another person was also involved in his plan. I don't think he will answer this question. I also have my own answer. I will keep this answer in my heart forever. What do you see this time? There's nothing but a blank white space. Where is the hearse carrying your father? I didn't continue to chase the hearse. I stopped and watched it until it disappeared from my sight. Why didn't you chase it? I just saw the miseries in this world. I also saw souls struggling painfully in it. I shouldn't have chased after my dad's honor and glory. There are still people suffering at the bottom of the dark abyss. That's where I should go. There are several announcements posted on the public bulletin board. A volunteer teacher of Qingtang Primary School, Miss Chen, has passed away at the age of 27, hereby notified Culture and Education Office of Qingtang Town Government. Recently, Qinghe Times has reported on the tomb robbery in Qingtang Town, which has caused an outcry. Reporter concluded that a secret investigation and found a tomb robbery syndicate led by Tian that had existed for a long time and had engaged in tomb robbery and sales of cultural relics. As the tomb robbery cases surfaced, the cultural relics trades exposed were even shocking. According to the ledger, which was made public, there were hundreds of buyers. Currently, the Qinghe municipal government has gathered forces from all walks of life to protect Qingtang's cultural relics and crack down on illegal and criminal activities. A few days ago, someone found this letter downstream. It's completely damaged after being soaked in the water. To Qinghe Times editorial office, Qinghe City, from Qingtang Primary School. It was signed by Miss Chen. The letter is soaked and damaged. It's impossible to read what was written. We speculate based on the fragmentary content that this is a resignation letter. Miss Chen probably wanted to quit her job at the press and stay here to continue teaching. However, this letter didn't make it to the destination. Miss Chen's funeral is being held in town today. According to the custom here, there will be fireworks at the funeral. People believe fireworks can help missing souls find their way. This is a funeral without the body of the deceased. It sounds absurd. But if we spend 2, 3, 5, 10 years looking for Miss Chen, who would hold a funeral for her by then? Will anyone remember her? This was definitely, I think, a very powerful game. I think the storytelling, the way they incorporated like the horror aspect was very beautifully done. It didn't just, purely rely on shocking graphics or stuff like that to, scare you, but rather just the whole game as a whole was very well done. It was a long game, but I feel like the story it told and the entertainment it provided was very valuable, and I very much did enjoy this game. This was Firework. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.